Friends, good afternoon. On behalf of Augustana College and the Department of Athletics, thank you for joining us at the Carver Center today to formally introduce Jordan Delp, Vikings' next head men's basketball coach. Before passing along the comments to Jordan, I would like to take a moment to recognize and thank the members of the 2023-24 Augustana men's basketball team that's gathered here. Many of them are here. Some of them are still in class. We are the Harvard of the Midwest, so I appreciate the fact that those that are in class are still there. But thank you to you guys that are here. Want to basically give you a shout out for the grit and the resilience that you demonstrated throughout the course of an extremely challenging year. And it was incredibly rewarding to watch you guys grow and transform yourselves over the course of the year and establish a lot of positive momentum as we look into the future. Also, I wanted to take a moment and express my appreciation and thanks to our two assistant coaches, Malik Wildermuth and Kyle Lamont, for the daily mentoring, the constant encouragement, and the ongoing support that they provided, not only to our team, but also to Coach Delp throughout the course of the season. They played an invaluable role and certainly want to compliment them for their work. I also would like to publicly thank our former head coach, Tom Jesse, for the 30-plus years of dedicated and loyal service to Augustana College and the Vikings men's basketball program. Other than our longtime sports information director, Dave Rath, there's not a single person that had a longer period of time of connection to Augustana basketball, and the accomplishments that accrued during the time that Coach Jesse was affiliated with the program speak for themselves. We worked closely together for 16 years. I consider Tom to be a good friend, and you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who loves Augustana and Vikings basketball more than Coach Jesse. A few days prior to Christmas, we found ourselves in kind of uncharted water, I think it would be safe to say. I vividly recall meeting with the team right behind here on the center court at 10 a.m. on the morning of Wednesday, December the 20th. And at that moment, the purpose of that meeting was to share that Jordan was going to be serving as our acting head coach at that period of time. At that moment, there was a lot more questions than there were answers, but I shared that our goal moving forward was to bond together as a group and make certain that this space, the Carver Center, was going to be the sanctuary for our team, and that we were going to have it be a place that was going to be filled with joy and love and passion for each other and for the game of basketball. The servant leadership that Jordan displayed over the course of the last 9+ weeks while leading the Augustana men's basketball program is really emblematic of who he is as a coach and as a person. Analytical, you know I had to get that in there, buddy. Focused, passionate, and prepared. Jordan inherited a difficult situation and quickly established the trust of his team, and he led the program admirably with class and grace. He earned the opportunity to serve Augustana College as our next head men's basketball coach, and I look forward to closely working with him to continue the positive momentum within the program and position Augustana basketball to be playing meaningful games in March right here at the Carver Center, sooner rather than later. So friends, please join me in welcoming our new head men's basketball coach, officially and formally, Jordan Delp.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Mike, first and foremost, for all of your support and help throughout this entire time. I think I speak for our guys in saying that, you know, seeing you down on those sidelines on that baseline, getting even more fired up than I do at times is helpful and shows the level of support that not only Mike shows, but our administration shows for our program. And I know, again, I speak for our guys when I thank you for everything you've done throughout all of this. My, somewhat fiery nature on the sidelines belies the fact that I'm a bit of a poor sap. And so I'm a bit overwhelmed at this today. And so I hope you can bear with me here as I work through some things. Before I get into my prepared remarks so that I don't forget, A few things that I want to do beforehand. First off, I see some women's basketball players up there, and I just want to thank you guys for coming here today and wish you best of luck tomorrow when you go down to Bloomington and beat Illinois Wesleyan. I'll keep it simple. And to echo what Mike said, two people that have both brought me to this place and have helped me grow a ton during my time here from 2004 on, and really since 1999, if I'm being honest, are Tom Jesse, who recruited me as a player, who coached me as an 8th grader in camp on this court, who recruited me as a player, who coached me as a player, and who I learned a ton from in my time here as an assistant. And then Coach Giovanni. I've said this in other venues, but there's simply nobody that combined passion with detail more than you did, and while also making sure that your players know that, man, we always had your support, not only during our time here, but long after that. And it's something I'll try to emulate for as long as I'm given this opportunity, and I appreciate you very much. I'm honored to be the 18th head men's basketball coach at Augustana College. This is a place I started coming to 25 years ago, like I said, when I attended my first and only overnight basketball camp, and one I've called home for the past 20 years, since coming here as a student athlete in 2004. So when I say I'm dedicated to continuing to tirelessly work for these young men, for this program, and for this community, I hope you'll know that that's only the tip of the iceberg of my drive to build something special for this group of guys and for our community. We will be generous. We will always do more for our people, and we will be obsessed with getting better. I promise you that. Thank you to our players for the toughness and togetherness they showed throughout a unique season. I'm so proud of the growth you made and the resiliency you've shown. Both will serve you long into the future, and I appreciate all the sacrifices you made for me, but even more so all the sacrifices you made for each other. We'll never forget it. Thank you to Coach Wildermuth and Coach Lamont for their eagerness to go above and beyond the call of duty all year long. I know that will continue moving forward and it will never go unnoticed. Thank you to our administration for their support of our players and for believing in our path moving forward. We will honor that belief with our commitment to the work. Thank you to everyone out there who has shown their support of our players, our program, and myself. There are far too many individuals to list, and I am working on responding to as many people as I can, and I will get to everyone. But know we appreciate you and cannot wait to see you packing the Carver Center next season. Thank you to my family. My parents are here, but my entire family that wasn't able to be here as well. I love you all, and I'm so thankful for what you've all taught me and for what you've all given me. I do not have this opportunity without each of you. Full stop. And thank you to my wife, Megan, who has sacrificed so much throughout this season and who continues to provide unending support to me and to our guys. I couldn't do this without you, and I wouldn't want to anyway, and I love you. With that, I wish I could say back to work and get out of here and go to practice, but since we don't have that opportunity, I will open it up to any questions that anyone might have at this point. None would be phenomenal. Great. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work for these guys and for this program, like I said. Thank you again for being here, and go Vikes.